In today's Weather Lab, we're going to look at some of the important elements you need to make rain. The first thing you've got to have is something that's called condensation nuclei. Now what that really is dust. Microscopic dust that's always floating around in the atmosphere. You can't see it, but it's there. This balloon is going to represent the condensation nuclei, and it just happens to have a Fox 26 logo on it. So we've got our condensation nuclei. The other thing we need is water vapor. And water vapor is an invisible gas, the gas form of water. So as we have our big piece of dust floating in the air, and suddenly we get water vapor on there, notice how the water vapor collects all over this giant piece of dust. And if I get too much water on there, it turns into rain. It really is that simple. Now that's just with one piece of condensation nuclei. Let's do an example now that shows you what the atmosphere really looks like. And in order to do that, I need to have a little bit of mood music. And I got to put my goggles on. Always want to be safe. And besides, it's kind of fun. So now, we're going to add a whole bunch of condensation nuclei into the atmosphere in the form of bubbles. Now, these are, keep in mind, these are microscopic, so we really can't see this in real life, but then all we have to do is add some water from the Gulf of Mexico, and that water jumps onto those gigantic pieces of condensation nuclei, and that's how we get a great South Texas storm. And that is today's Weather Lab.